Software errors have the potential to cause chaos, disrupt critical operations, and even result in severe consequences for individuals and organizations. Throughout the history of computing, some notorious software errors serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the crucial importance of robust development practices, thorough testing, and constant vigilance. These errors have impacted diverse sectors, including healthcare, space exploration, finance, and data security. In this video, we'll delve into the annals of software engineering to explore some of the worst software errors in history, examining the causes, repercussions, and lessons learned from these catastrophic incidents. By understanding these errors, we can gain insights into the challenges faced by developers and the imperative for continuous improvement to ensure the reliability, security, and integrity of software systems. So, here are the worst software errors in history. Mariner 1 spacecraft 1962. On July 22, 1962, NASA launched Mariner 1, an unmanned spacecraft intended to conduct a flyby of Venus. However, just moments after liftoff, the mission faced a catastrophic failure due to a critical software bug. The spacecraft was equipped with an onboard guidance system designed to keep it on the correct trajectory. The system relied on radar measurements to determine the spacecraft's position and velocity. Unfortunately, during the flight, the guidance system received erroneous data from the radar. The cause of the error was traced back to a single missing hyphen in the software code. In the programming language used for Mariner 1, the radar's output velocity was supposed to be converted from a 16-bit integer to a 14-bit fixed point format. However, the conversion was not performed correctly due to the missing hyphen, leading to an incorrect velocity calculation. As a result, the faulty velocity data fed into the guidance system caused it to overcompensate for a perceived deviation from the intended trajectory. The system made rapid course corrections, mistakenly thinking the spacecraft was veering off course when, in reality, it was on the correct path. The guidance system issued a series of commands to adjust the trajectory to prevent the spacecraft from going off course, consuming valuable fuel. Concerned about the off-course situation, mission controllers decided to send a destruct command to destroy the wayward spacecraft, ensuring it would not pose a risk to populated areas upon re-entry. The Mariner 1 incident resulted in the loss of the spacecraft and its scientific payload, amounting to $18 million in damages. It also marked a significant setback for NASA's space exploration efforts. The Morris Worm, 1988. Not all costly software errors are attributable to big companies or government organizations. In fact, one of the biggest software bugs in history was the creation of a single student. A student in Cornell University developed a worm as part of an experiment, unaware of the havoc it would unleash. Due to a coding error, the worm rapidly propagated, infecting tens of thousands of computers connected through an early version of the internet. This incident marked the emergence of the Morris worm, widely regarded as the first infectious computer virus. The graduate student responsible for the worm, Robert Tappan Morris, faced legal consequences for his actions. He was charged and convicted for criminal hacking, resulting in a fine of $10,000. However, the financial impact of the worm's rampage was estimated to be as high as $10 million, making it one of the costliest software errors ever. Despite the severity of the incident, history has been somewhat forgiving towards Morris. The aftermath of the Morris worm led to a greater understanding of vulnerabilities in digital systems, and prompted significant improvements in digital security practices. As time has passed, Morris has established himself as a respected figure in academia. He now serves as a professor at MIT, contributing to the field of computer science and security. Interestingly, the source code of the Morris worm has acquired a peculiar status. It is preserved as a museum piece stored in a floppy disk at the University of Boston. This artifact serves as a reminder of the significant impact that a single coding error can have, and symbolizes the evolution of digital security measures in response to such incidents. YouTube Gangnam Style Error 2012. One of the most intriguing and unexpected software errors in recent memory occurred on YouTube, the world's largest video sharing platform. In 2012, a bug within YouTube's view count algorithm caused a video to exceed the platform's maximum view count limit. The video at the center of the incident was none other than Gangnam Style by South Korean artist Psy. Released in July 2012, Gangnam Style quickly became a global sensation, attracting unprecedented attention and garnering billions of views. However, a technical glitch occurred as the view count approached 2,147,483,647, the maximum value for a signed 32-bit integer. YouTube's view count algorithm was based on a 32-bit integer variable that could not accommodate view counts beyond its maximum limit. When the view count for Gangnam Style reached its threshold, the integer variable overflowed and caused the view count to display as a negative number. As a result, the video appeared to have a significantly reduced view count, causing confusion among users and raising questions about the accuracy of YouTube's metrics. YouTube swiftly acknowledged the bug and addressed the issue by upgrading its view count system to a 64-bit integer variable, capable of handling significantly larger numbers. This change resolved the problem with Gangnam Style and future-proofed the platform to prevent similar issues from arising again. The incident surrounding the YouTube Gangnam Style video bug captured the attention of the media and the public, highlighting the song's immense popularity and cultural impact. It also served as a reminder of the intricate technical challenges that arise when managing and tracking data at such colossal scales. The Therac-25 Radiation Overdose, 1985. In the field of medical technology, the Therac-25 radiation therapy machine holds a dark and tragic legacy. Developed by the Canadian company Atomic Energy of Canada Limited, AECL, the Therac-25 was designed to provide precise radiation treatment for cancer patients. However, a series of critical software errors in the machine's control system led to catastrophic consequences and caused patients to receive lethal doses of radiation. The Therac-25 utilized a combination of electron beams and X-rays to target tumors. It relied on software to control the radiation dosage and ensure the safety of patients. Unfortunately, a flaw in the software's design allowed for the occurrence of a race condition, a situation in which multiple processes compete for resources during the machine's operation. Due to the race condition, Therac-25 software could inadvertently bypass safety checks, delivering excessive radiation to patients. Shockingly, the machine did not provide any immediate indication or warning to medical staff or patients about the overdose. As a result, several individuals suffered severe injuries, including burns, tissue damage, and radiation poisoning. Tragically, at least 3 patients lost their lives due to the radiation overdoses caused by the Therac-25. The consequences of the Therac-25 software errors were far-reaching. The incidents raised questions about the adequacy of the machine's safety features and AECL's quality assurance processes. Investigations revealed that inadequate testing and poor software design were at the heart of the problem. The software lacked proper error handling, failed to detect faults, and did not incorporate fail-safe mechanisms. In the aftermath of these tragic events, substantial changes were made to improve the safety of medical devices. The Therac-25 incident spurred the implementation of more rigorous software development practices and stricter regulatory standards in the healthcare industry. Pentium FDIV bug, 1994. In 1994, one of the most notorious software bugs in the history of computing emerged, forever known as the Pentium FDIV bug. The bug resided in the floating point division functionality of Intel's Pentium microprocessor, a widely used CPU at the time. This seemingly small software flaw caused a major uproar and raised significant concerns about the reliability and accuracy of computer hardware. The bug manifested when the processor executed certain division instructions, resulting in incorrect or imprecise results. In some cases, the error could leap up to 0.006% deviations. Although seemingly insignificant, such inaccuracies could accumulate over time and impact critical applications that rely on precise mathematical calculation, such as scientific simulations, financial modeling, and engineering analysis. The discovery of the Pentium FDIV bug sparked significant public controversy and damaged Intel's reputation. Media coverage highlighted the flaw, causing widespread concern among consumers and businesses who relied on Pentium-based systems. The magnitude of the issue was amplified by the fact that the Pentium was the CPU of choice for many personal computers at the time. Intel downplayed the bug's severity, arguing that it would only affect a small percentage of calculations. The company faced mounting pressure from the public, industry professionals, and even government agencies to address the issue appropriately. Eventually, Intel reversed its stance and took corrective action. The company offered free replacements for affected processors and established a hotline for customers seeking assistance. The financial impact of the bug, including replacement costs and damage to Intel's reputation, was estimated to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars. The Pentium FDIV bug had far-reaching consequences beyond the immediate financial losses. It highlighted the importance of rigorous testing and verification in the design and manufacturing of computer hardware. EDS Child Support System 2004. In 2004, the UK government embarked on a significant initiative to modernize the operations of the Child Support Agency (CSA). Through the introduction of a new software system known as CS2, this complex project aimed to streamline and improve the management of child support cases. To implement CS2, the government awarded the contract to Electronic Data Systems (EDS), a prominent IT services company with a reputation for handling large-scale projects. However, shortly after CS2 went live, alarming issues emerged, casting a shadow over the entire endeavor. An internal memo leaked and the time exposed the system's fundamental flaws, emphasizing that it was poorly designed, inadequately tested, and haphazardly implemented. This revelation shed light on the critical shortcomings of the project, raising concerns about its reliability, functionality, and potential impact on individuals dependent on the CSA's services. The CSA confirmed that CS2 faced a myriad of problems, with over 1,000 reported issues. Even more concerning was the fact that around 400 of these problems had no known solutions or workarounds, leaving the system in a state of vulnerability and uncertainty. Such a high number of unresolved issues resulted in a staggering 3,000 IT incidents occurring on a weekly basis, severely impacting the CSA's ability to fulfill its obligations effectively. As the problems with CS2 escalated, so did the financial implications. The initial budget for the project was set at approximately £450 million. However, due to the extensive complications and additional efforts required to rectify the issues, the total cost ballooned to an estimated £768 million, significantly exceeding the original projection. This substantial overspending sparked criticism from taxpayers and stakeholders alike, who questioned the efficacy and accountability of the project's management and oversight. Equifax Data Breach 2017. In 2017, one of the most significant and far-reaching data breaches in history occurred, targeting Equifax, one of the largest credit reporting agencies in the United States. The breach exposed the personal information of approximately 147 million individuals, leaving them vulnerable to identity theft and financial fraud. The Equifax data breach not only impacted millions of people, but also revealed critical shortcomings in data security practices and sparked widespread concerns about the protection of personal information. Equifax discovered the breach in July 2017, although the unauthorized access to their systems had actually occurred several months earlier, starting in May. The attackers exploited a vulnerability in a web application, gaining access to a vast amount of sensitive data, including names, social security numbers, birth dates, addresses, and in some cases even driver's license numbers. This treasure trove of personal information provided cybercriminals with ample opportunities to perpetuate various types of fraud and identity theft. Equifax's handling of data breach and its subsequent response came under intense scrutiny. The delayed detection and notification of the breach raised concerns about the company's ability to promptly identify and mitigate security incidents. It was also revealed that Equifax had failed to patch a known vulnerability in their systems, even though a security patch had been available for several months before the breach. Soviet gas pipeline explosion 1982. This particular incident stands apart from the other software errors due to its alleged deliberate nature associated with the realm of espionage. The Soviet gas pipeline explosion in 1982 is surrounded by rumors of an orchestrated act of cyber espionage attributed to the CIA. During the height of the Cold War in 1982, the Soviet government constructed an advanced gas pipeline that relied on sophisticated automated control software. Unbeknownst to them, they became a target for espionage by the United States. The CIA purportedly received information about the Soviet plan to steal proprietary programming expertise from a Canadian company specializing in this field. The CIA and the Canadian company joined forces to execute a counter-espionage operation in a strategic move. They devised a plan to implant deliberate bugs, often referred to as a Trojan horse, into the stolen software. The aim was to compromise the functionality of the Soviet pipeline. Unaware of the hidden vulnerabilities within the software they had acquired, the Soviet authorities implemented it in their gas pipeline infrastructure. As a result, in June 1982, a massive explosion occurred with such force that it was visible from space. The detonation inflicted severe damage to the pipeline, which had incurred an immense cost of tens of millions of dollars to construct. Moreover, the pipeline was projected to generate a staggering $8 billion in natural gas revenue. Knight's $440 million in bad trades 2012. Experiencing a financial loss of $440 million within a mere half hour is undeniably a disastrous event for any company. The severity of such a setback is magnified when it occurs due to a software error that swiftly decimates 75% of the value of one of the world's largest capital groups, Knight Capital Group. A prominent player in the financial industry sought to enhance its trading capabilities by investing in new trading software. The objective was to capitalize on the volatility and potential profitability of the stock markets. However, what transpired was far from the intended outcome. Instead of reaping profits, the software unleashed havoc, ultimately leading to the downfall of the firm. Multiple software errors converged, triggering a sequence of events that sent Knight Capital Group into a frenzied buying spree. Within a short span of time, the erroneous trades accumulated to a staggering sum, surpassing $7 billion across 150 different stocks. The consequences were dire, with the company incurring a colossal loss of $440 million in the process. The magnitude of the financial catastrophe forced Knight Capital Group to seek assistance to avoid complete collapse. In a critical turn of events, Goldman Sachs intervened to rescue the embattled company. The intervention from Goldman Sachs was pivotal in mitigating the immediate consequences of the software error and preventing the situation from spiraling further out of control. However, despite the intervention, Knight Capital Group struggled to regain stability and never truly recovered from the profound financial blow it had endured. In the aftermath of the incident, Knight Capital Group faced a significant loss of confidence from investors and clients. The damage inflicted by the software error proved insurmountable, ultimately leading to the company's acquisition by a competitor less than a year later. This acquisition marked the end of an era for Knight Capital Group, once a formidable presence in the financial industry. The Millennium Bug 2000. The advent of the new millennium brought with it a daunting concern that loomed over the world in the years leading up to 2000, the Millennium Bug, commonly known as Y2K. This phenomenon instilled widespread fear and uncertainty regarding computer systems' ability to handle dates beyond December 31, 1999. The root of the problem lay in the prevalent practice of using only 2 digits to present the year, disregarding the 19 prefix for the 20th century. This raised the pressing question: how would these systems interpret the arrival of the 00 digits? Dire predictions circulated, painting a doomsday scenario involving the potential implosion of critical industries such as banking, airlines, power suppliers, and data storage facilities. The looming question of how computer systems would grapple with the turn of the millennium fueled anxieties on a global scale. However, as the year 2000 approached, the anticipated catastrophe turned out to be rather anticlimactic. Most computer systems had undertaken preemptive measures and adjustments well in advance, mitigating the potential fallout. Consequently, the Millennium Bug did not cause significant disruptions or widespread real-life problems as initially feared. Nevertheless, the fear generated by the Y2K bug had substantial consequences in the realm of financial investments. Institutions, businesses, and even individual households invested substantial amounts of money in preparation for the perceived worst-case scenario. Governments, including the United States, allocated vast resources to address the issue, with estimations placing the cost of Y2K preparations at an astonishing $100 billion. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We'll be back with another amazing video soon. Peace out.